Okay, what's up, everyone? I hope there's an everyone to WhatsApp. But anyway, um, today's video is about debt free journey. Not necessarily in South Africa, just a dirt debt free journey in general. 2025.
So in 2025, I plan to be debt free. By the end of this year, I will be debt free. I'm going to pay all of my debt. The one thing that I'm going to keep active is my credit card for credit score purposes. Although I am going to pay it off, but I'm going to keep it active. Okay. So there are two things that really worked for me when I was doing my financial planning in 2024, of which I've always used, was create a budget for myself, an annual budget, meaning that I don't change this budget no matter what. It's approved in January, it will be revised again next year in January.
Okay, just again, like, okay, preface this by saying I'm not an FSP, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, what I wanted to say is um, she's right by setting up a budget. I also think that it's important to be realistic in your budget because you don't want anything that will deter you from um, achieving your goals. So if you set up a yearly budget, heck, just last month I didn't think that I'd have a burst tire, and I did. So I mean, it's just be realistic about it. That's it.
Okay. In this budget, you need to be as detailed as possible. You need to list every single thing, the smallest amount, that you don't think about, but that's 60 Rand that you don't think about. But if it's a fixed amount, then you better include it. So I included.
That is absolutely true. Even if you think that you're going to have to pay 15 rands for your extra 15 rands for your bank charges, absolutely true.
Everything. I needed to be very honest with myself. I needed to see my spending habits. And then after that, I created a financial calendar for myself. Okay, so a financial calendar is not a wish list. Financial calendar is an extension of your budget. Okay, so it's basically going further into detail, cross-referencing your budget. So then I set goals on that financial calendar that within the first quarter, I need to do this. I need to have paid this. I need to have done this specific project because in my budget I made provision for projects that I'm working on around the house. So last year I made provision to build a wall for my grandmother. I put away money every month. Then I kept on monitoring that budget. And whenever I'd buy something, I'd go back and reconcile my books. So you need to actually reconcile your books, go through your bank statements.
I think what she's talking about with building the wall for her grandmother, and yeah, what she was saying just now, I think she's talking more about sinking funds. And if you don't know what those are, rather than an emergency fund, you have a sinking fund where you expect certain expenses to happen. I think you've heard this a million times. Like, what is this? Christmas presents, vacation or vacation expenses, things like that. So, yeah, she's absolutely right. And absolutely right with the reconciliation of your budget, because it could happen that in a certain month you have you have incurred extra expenses than expected, like a burst tire that you didn't anticipate, and blah blah blah. So then you have to go back and say, okay, how am I going to rectify not doing this month or not doing that this month? Things like that. Yeah.
See, that's when you will be actually be able to see that, okay, there are unauthorized transactions. If they are under 100 Rand, some of us don't get notifications. So you'll be able to track that.
I don't want to say people should change banks, but what do you mean you don't get notifications with transactions under 100 trends? I'd like to know from people who actually use this bank. But with my bank, I definitely do get transactions, even if it's as little as 6 rands. I do get those notifications.
Okay. So that really, really helped me. And if you want to master personal finance, firstly, you need to be very intentional about it. It is a tedious task, but if you want to master it, you can do it. You just need to know gore ke mmereko, wabona? When you do your budget, you will see that you will do your actual budget, okay? Then you will have to go back and do your actuals. Basically, you compare what you have budgeted for and
So yes, you have to be intentional, and you have to be disciplined with it. Budgets are very they limit you. They test your patience, they test your discipline, and patience in the sense that you are then practicing delayed gratification. There's so many things where there is a buy now pay later option. You're just using Payflex, which killer of many budgets. It's be intentional. Let me not even explain a lot in that regard. Be intentional and be disciplined. Yeah, so let me just find one last one because I don't know how to do the connecty thing where people watch on screen. So just a second.
then
His foot. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. I love you to the moon and back.
It's a little rocket.
It is. I didn't know it was.
It's not my best work.
You are the absolute best husband and father that we could ask for. We love you to the moon and back. You deserve the world, but since we can't buy that, I hope $3,326 is enough. With love, Sarah Nolan and Cujo. 3,000. Current balance. Payment. Confirmation. You made a payment. To the up to your card. You paid off the credit card? How'd you pay it off? 3,000.
That's how much the credit card was 50 days ago. Was $3,326.89. And as of this morning, there was $1,205, and we made a $1,205 payment today.
How did we pay it off that quickly?
I am officially shooting my shot. This is day 1, day 2, day 3.
How did you do that?
I just want to share it with him, and I can't yet.
How did you use your old account?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I am officially shooting.
You're crazy.
I started when he was 6 weeks old.
What?
And it posted at least 3 videos.
Okay, so basically, this is about a married couple, I think, with 2 kids. I just saw them now. I'm honestly reacting as I go, so I don't have any backstory or any knowledge about them. So I'm not gonna finish the whole video, but I thought this was a nice end to this video. um, I can't explain the feeling of being debt free. It's just impossible to explain. Let me see if I can get my flash on. Thanks. Now that I can't explain the feeling of being debt free. I just simply can't explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but it makes me want to jump off of a mountain and scream and yell and shout and all of the good stuff. But being debt free means you no longer owe someone anything, especially someone whom you owe something with interest. That's the scariest part of a lot of things in life. But anyway, before I babble too much, I'm gonna try to do more videos like this. I'm gonna learn how to like insert and do like a screen thing. I don't know how to do that, but I'm not even interested actually. But if this is not audible enough, then I'll try. But anyway, I hope you're having a lovely day, and that's the end of today's video.